What up, what up, what up? It's K.Honesty, and I'm about to do a review of Season 8 of Elite on Netflix. So if you haven't seen the entire Season 8 of Elite on Netflix, turn this video off, go finish watching the season, and then come back and watch this video. Please like the video and subscribe to my channel. It's a simple and free way to support my channel. I can't stress that enough. It's a big help if you like and subscribe to the channel. I'm not a public speaker. I will tend to fumble my words and say, so, like 1,000 times. I may stop to regain my thoughts. I may slow my speaking down to regain my thoughts. It is what it is. I didn't write no notes because it was an entire season, so I'm just going to be a little bit rambly all over the place. But if you've seen the entire season, then you should know what I'm talking about when I talk about it. Anything I say, it's my opinion. It does not reflect anyone or anything associated with the show. Comment below what you thought of Season 8, what you would grade Season 8 in its entirety, all that good stuff. Comment below. If I forget something in particular or I'm off on something in particular, let me know in the comments, because I may be, because I'm doing a whole season, I'm not doing just episode by episode. And, I like to grade the episodes before and after my reviews. Well, in this case, the season. I'm going to grade this season of Elite better than I did Season 7. I did not enjoy Season 7 as much as I enjoyed Season 8. But I got a bone to pick about Season 8, and we're going to get into it. But for now, I'm going to grade Season 8 a B+, a B minus. I'm going to grade it a B minus because I enjoyed it, but I also have a bone to pick about it. So, okay, last chance. If you have not seen the entire Season 8 of Elite on Netflix, turn this video off because I'm about to spoil the entire season. So this season, a lot of the last season's characters are back. Omar's back. We bring back his sister Nadia, who still has her internship in America, but she's back for some reason. We still have Isadora. We still got Nico. Sonya's back. The black roommate Delmar, Omar's roommate, he's back. Yvonne comes back, and but this season is kind of centered around Joel, who is, the one that Yvonne was messing with last season. And Omar also dated too. And everybody's kind of back this season. Everybody's back. Except for, like Elite OGs from Season 1 and 2 and stuff. Except for Nadia. Nadia and Omar, they're there. But everybody, for the most part, is back. And then we get introduced to these two new... Chloe is there. Eric is there. We get introduced to these new characters who are brother and sister on the show. Hector and Emilia. I think her name's Emilia. And they are running this thing called the Alumni. And it's some type of prestigious little club or whatever that you want to try to get into. I never got if it was on school campus, if it was in Los they school, Los Encinas. It's a Spanish show, so... Forgive me if I mispronounce some stuff. Los Encinas, the name of their school. I never could quite figure out if the alumni was inside of there or if it was just close by or whatever the case may be. So like I said, this season was kind of centered around Joel. Joel and Ivan had fell out for some reason, but then Ivan comes back and he wants to get with Joel. The dude Hector, who is the president of the alumni, he seems to be infatuated with Joel. So Joel is kind of like in this triangle between Hector and Yvonne. And the whole time I'm watching the season, I'm just like, it's better to go with the devil, I mean, Yvonne is not a devil in my eyes, but they both was trying to like pay his way. And Joel wasn't feeling being a kept guy. He wanted to make his own money. But I was like, at the same time, I would still stick with Yvonne because that's the person you know. And you don't really know this Hector dude. And this Hector dude was just doing weird shit. So, the first episode, we get Joel dead outside. So, the whole season, we trying to figure out who killed Joel. So, I guess I'll go character for character. So, we remember that Sarah's controlling boyfriend, Raul, got pushed off the balcony last season by Chloe's mother, Carmen. And apparently, Omar's black roommate, Delmar, has a recording of it. And he's in fear of being deported, so he's thinking about taking this to the police. But before he does that, he tries to blackmail Chloe's mother to give him some money for the recording. We also remember last season, Isadora got her father arrested with the help of that cop dude, Luis. So now Luis is back this season, and he's kind of like blackmailing Isadora for sex and things like that in order to keep her club from going under. Because Isadora this season is broke. Like, she ain't got no money. She only got this club, and she trying to make something happen. She trying to spend money that she don't got. And excuse me. Excuse me. Omar's telling her, you ain't got the money for that. So let's talk about the couple. So we remember that the girl Sonya that had feelings for Nico last season, but Nico was kind of all over the place. She's now with Delmar, the black roommate. She's now with him. Omar and Joel are not together. Yvonne and Joel are kind of on and off, along with Joel and Hector. Emilia does not like Joel for the life of it, because she feels like that Joel is taking her brother away from her. And her brother, they got some type of weird situation going on. It seemed like they was fucking or something. I don't know what the case was with them two. Who else? The girl Sarah, who was dating the controlling boy Raul, she got a hard on for Chloe because she think Chloe killed Raul. But at the same time, it's like, who cares, bitch? This nigga was abusive and controlling to you. I don't remember if he was abusive or not, but he was hella controlling. We remember last season, the little Instagram couple. They was social media famous or whatever. What else? So Chloe and Isadora. Chloe is dating Nico's cousin, Eric, the one that has the bipolar issues, but he seemed to have got him under control. So she's dating him. Who else is dating? I think that's it for right now. Sarah ends up dating Nico. But that's like towards the end of the episode. And I was kind of cautious of that because they had a one-night stand. Then she woke up talking about something. You took advantage of me because I was high and drunk. And Nico was like, whoa, bitch. And stepped away from her for a little while. I would have did the same thing. I wouldn't even went back and talked to her. They ended up talking at the end. I was just like, no. But like I said, she got this hard on because she thinks Chloe killed Raul. But the whole time it was Chloe's mother. So remind you, Carmen, Chloe's mother, is also Yvonne's mother. But she ain't been a mother the whole damn season till like the last episode or so. What else happened? So this alumni, they they prestigious. They got pool. They got all types of people in their pocket. They know people high up and what's not. So they trying out these students at the school to see who's gonna be a part of alumni. Isadora and Chloe were both in the running to be a part of alumni. Isadora was offering exclusive parties at Isadora House, her little club, until Sonya told Chloe that Isadora was actually broke. So Chloe snuck into Isadora's finances and sent them to Emilia, who is the vice president of alumni, which takes Isadora out of the running to be an alumni. And then Chloe ends up being put into alumni. But before Chloe gets chosen to be an alumni, the vice president Emilia, she drugs Chloe's bipolar boyfriend Eric, and he has an episode which causes them to have some type of tiff in their relationship and causes Chloe to break up with Eric, which is what the vice president Emilia wanted. So this gets Chloe into alumni. Joel, like I said, he got tired of Yvonne trying to pay for everything. So he turns to Hector, and, Hector is infatuated with him. Hector makes him record the girls in the locker room. And Joel gets caught. But Hector and Emilia got so much pool in the school that the vice president can't even do shit about it. I found that crazy. Like, she can't even do her job. But Joel, all in all, he gets chosen to be an alumni as well. So there's Chloe and Joel are kind of like the only two that gets chosen to be an alumni. Alumni turns out to be like this giant sex party cult situation. Emilia and Hector introduced Joel to like these big donors who are like previous alumni, and they want to have their way with Joel, but Hector ain't trying to have that because he growing feelings for Joel and whatnot. But all in all, Emilia sets up this meeting with Joel and the couple up in Isadora's house in the suites. That's when Joel starts selling himself for money and whatnot. And like I said, Isadora, I told you I'm going all over the place. Isadora spent money that she didn't have to get her club back up and running. She bought this expensive ass DJ booth, which the cop ends up paying a dude to sabotage, so he could blackmail her to make it go away, because she didn't have no insurance and none of the stuff was paid off, and she didn't have no security, none of that stuff. So he blackmailing her for sex and ownership of her, basically, in order for him to like bury the paperwork, saying that she didn't have no insurance or whatnot and things like that. What else happened on this jump? So yeah, so Delmar, he tries to blackmail Chloe's mother, Carmen. She puts a tracker in the bag of money and pretends like she giving him the money, and she tracks him back to his place, threatens to cut herself and go to the police and say that he did it. And mind you, he at risk of being deported back to his country. So now she trying to pay him to get the video, but then she found out he was deported. Oh, excuse me. She found out that he was in risk of being deported, so she made him lose his job. She made her daughter sleep with him so her friend Sonia could break up with him. And then had Sonia flirting with a guy in the club and took pictures of it and posted it on the story just to break them up. And I'm just like, Chloe's not a good friend. She bombed out Isadora to get in the alumni. And now you bombing out your friend Sonia, who came and consoled your ass when Nico kept coming at you about you being with Eric, being a bad influence on Eric. Now, mind you, she done broke up with Eric, but Eric's still in love with her, even though he done slept with the vice president girl of alumni. I feel like that's what she wanted all along, to sleep with him. But like I said, she has some weird infatuation with her brother, because they having sex in the pool, Emilia and Eric, and then Joel and Hector, they having sex in the pool, but Hector and Emilia still looking at each other, so it's weird. So, dang, what else happens on this jump? I'm trying to make sure I ain't leaving nothing out. Omar, he gets beat up and jumped by the alumni. And they threaten him. They tell you, if you say anything, we will take away your sister's internship in America. So he kind of like not want to say anything until Joel dies. And they show all these situations where we don't know who the killer is. We see, like I said, the police dude confronts, after the whole DJ booth falling and injuring people and Isadora not having insurance and him covering it up for sex with her and whatnot, he goes to her again and he's like, you running a brothel in your club. Isadora had no idea about it. So she confronts Joel about it, because he's in these videos that the police done brought to her. She confronts him about it, saying, I'm going to make sure you pay, which causes Joel to go to the police dude, because Isadora's telling Joel, the police dude is threatening me, he's raping me, whatnot, because you had this brothel shit going on, I need you to stop it, which causes Joel to go to the police dude and be like, look, I'm with alumni, I can get your job taken from you. I can get them to take your title, take your position away. That same night, Yvonne gets a text message from Joel saying that he wants to break up and that they need to meet up. So then Yvonne and the black boy Delmar, they get accused of killing Joel. So they both locked up. And this is the part I had a problem with. This is the part that grinded my gears. They all the students and the main cast members and stuff, they fought like hell and went to social media shits and all that to get Yvonne out of jail. Carmen finally shows up as a mother and is like, because they telling Yvonne all his accounts are frozen because he was bankrolling Joel before Joel got killed. So Carmen comes and like, I can pay your bill, son. And Yvonne's like, well, what about Delmar? And Carmen's like, I can't pay for him. Carmen and the lawyer go to Delmar and tell him to confess, and he can get sent back to his country, and they'll make sure him and his parents don't never have to work again, like paying them off. At one point, Delmar does take the plea and confesses, which pisses me off. And then they all on social media, and the alumni does a statement where everybody's painting Delmar as this killer because he's black and he's an immigrant with no family and no money. It was just fucked up. And all the hate speeches they was giving online and stuff like that. And I fucked with Omar because he was like, I'm not going to let this shit stand. I'm not going to let Delmar go down when I know that he ain't do it. He even went and tried to get into the vice principal ass. He was like, how could you, as a black woman, sit here and let them do this to a black student? And they showed a picture of her black daughter. It's just like, yeah, bitch, you got to stand up for something or you going to fall for everything. So then, mind you, the night that Joel was killed, Chloe snuck. They had a alumni sex party, and Joel brought Delmar into the fold because Delmar needed money to risk of deportation because he don't want to accept Carmen's money. So Joel brings Delmar into the fold. So the night of this sex party, Chloe's there too. She sneaks in Eric, and he got this knife that also, he stays with Nico, and Nico saw the knife at their house. So she sneaks Eric in with this knife, and they try to threaten Joel, and Delmar comes in and gets in the middle of it. So all that happens, and Joel ends up hitting Chloe, which pisses the mom off because the mom shows up that day. Because there's also a party going on outside while the alumni are inside having that booty party. So, yeah, we fast forward to Delmar and Yvonne getting locked up for Joel's murder. Yvonne gets let out. Delmar's still facing the charges of killing Joel until the police, Louise and the other police woman, they come to the alumni party questioning Hector and Emilia, and Hector tells the police that Emilia killed Joel. They take Emilia to a private room, and Emilia admits to moving the body outside, and then tells them that Hector actually is the one that killed Joel. So they both getting perp walked outside, and they both are being held accountable for killing Joel, which will ultimately lead to Delmar getting released. But that same night, Isadora, Yvonne, and Sarah devised this plan to steal Chloe's phone. Because they assuming that Chloe and Eric done did it, because they didn't hear. Now they hearing these rumors about Chloe and Eric confronting Joel that night with the knife, which happened, which did happen. And Eric told Nico, and Nico told Sarah. So this is when Sarah devised the plan with Yvonne and Isadora. So they all get the chance to steal Chloe's phone. And mind you, Chloe lost her phone that night where they confronted Joel with the knife or whatever. The whole time she ain't leave it. She left it in the room, and she left it recording. So it ended up recording Joel's murder. So while Chloe's in there trying to get her phone back from Isadora and Yvonne, Sarah's watching the video. And then in the video, she sees that the fucking police dude, Luis, is the one that actually killed Joel. So after Omar just got Hector and Emilia locked up for the murder of Joel, they all had to sit down and they got to tell Omar, like, they might have moved the body, but they didn't kill him. And Omar's like, okay, well, send me the video. I know what to do with it. And I was like, why the fuck did they do that? So they send Omar the video. He's sitting on this video. He goes to the jail to talk to Hector and Emilia, and he wants them to admit on paper in a confession that they beat him half to death. And in return, he'll release the video, which proves that they didn't kill Joel. And they both pay him dust. They like, no, we're not doing no such thing. So then Omar tries to bring the video to the police station and show it to the female police officer. But then Louise, the male police officer who did it, pops up, takes Omar into a room and just like, what you got there? And tries to rough him up, and Omar runs up out of there. But it's like now he knows that you have the recording. So Isadora comes up with this plan where, he like fucking her and blackmailing her and whatnot. So she comes up with this plan to invite him to the suite and have sex with him and drug him up and basically try to get him to confess that he killed Joel. But of course, Louise is not stupid, so he catches on. He roughs up Isadora a little bit, tries to drug her before the police, before Omar. Because at first, he goes back to Omar, and Omar goes back to Hector, and Hector has his lawyer with him. And he like, look, I'll sign this confession, you cough up the video. But then Hector decides not to sign the confession. He tries to offer Omar money, and Omar's like, oh, you're going to have to learn everybody can't be bought. So Hector's like, well, what do you want? And so they come to an agreement. Omar will give Hector the video if Hector closes down alumni and shuts down the school, Las Encinas. So everybody is doing their little, it's the final year, it's graduation year, so everybody doing their little videos of what the school meant to them and what they're going to do in the future and whatnot. Omar has a different video. He's like, this school is toxic. Like, you wonder why there's been so many overdoses and suicides and murders and whatnot, and it's been covered up because of the rich assholes that go to this school. And along with that live stream, he leaks the video of Louise killing Joelle. So it done got all the way around school, and it done got everywhere to where the female police officer sees it, comes to the club, catches Louise in the act of trying to kill or rape Isadora. And he gets arrested, but not before Isadora stabs his ass with a toxin or something, which kills him. So Louise ends up dying. He don't even end up going to jail. And then Hector and Emilia get out. And I'm like, so they still get to get out of jail even though they moved the body. They tried to blame Del Mar. It was crazy. So Del Mar gets released from prison. And who's waiting for him as soon as he gets out? Fucking Carmen and Chloe. So Carmen's telling him, I'll give you $100K for the video. You delete the video. Del Mar's like, no, because I'm about to be deported and this video is the only thing that'll keep me in the States. They keep me here. So then Chloe's like, well, how about I give you another video, which is the video of Joelle's murder, which you could take to the police, which will also keep you here in exchange for that video. So Del Mar's like, okay, send the video and we'll see. But all in all, Del Mar doesn't end up getting the video. He ends up giving the video of Carmen pushing Raul off the balcony to Sarah. Right before Chloe and her mother get the fuck out of Dodge. So they dip, they get the fuck out of Dodge before they could get arrested, before Carmen could get arrested for Raul's murder. What else happens on this jump? Is anything else happen? At one point, the dude Hector thought that he actually killed Joelle. At one point, he thought his sister did it. At one point, I thought the mother Carmen did it. I wasn't surprised that it was the cop though, because they showed everybody that Joelle came in contact with and threatened that night. So it wasn't kind of off that the police dude did it. But I didn't like the fact that they were just blackballing my man Del Mar because he was the only black. Like last season, he was just a black roommate. He didn't have as many, what's the word? He didn't have as much screenplay as everybody else did. So this season, y'all give him more. Y'all bring his character more to the forefront, but y'all fucking place blame on him and call him a murderer. I ain't fuck with that. I was like, well, they gonna get a lot of backlash for this racist shit. That shit was crazy. Am I forgetting anything? Well, of course, we see Eric and Chloe got back together. Because Chloe ended up telling Eric about everything and why she did what she did to Sonia and Del Mar. She's still a wild bitch because you could have just told your mother no. Because that plan didn't do nothing. As soon as Del Mar got out, him and Sonia was back. Like they never left. Like I said, Nico and Sarah ended up getting together at the end. Even though I wouldn't have got with that bitch after she tried to fake cry rape after y'all fuck. Like, that's wild as hell. First of all, she called you over there, got high, and then y'all started taking pictures and she kissed you first. Then you want to wake up talking about something, you took advantage of me because I was high and drunk. What? He was like, are you trying to say that you didn't give consent? She told him, I don't know, man. Just leave. And then she trying to come up to him later on in the club and shit like, shit, cool. Fuck, bitch, no. You stay far away from me. The fuck? I watched it with my nigga. He was like, no, stay away from her. I was like, yes, because she's the type of bitch, yeah, that you don't want to be around. I'm hoping I'm not forgetting anything. And then in the end, the black lady that owns the school, or she the manager, vice principal, I don't know. She finally grows some balls and ends up giving Omar all the information, all the scandalous information and shit that's been going on throughout the years in the school to Omar. And the school does end up getting shut down in the end. And all their asses got to go to public school. And at the last episode, in the end, they pull up to the public school and they in there. And they look so much bigger than all the public school kids. It was weird. And then Isadora asked one of the people, do you know where I can go to let the steam off? Basically, like, let me go snort some drugs. And they like, no, we don't do that shit here, basically. So season 9 gonna be crazy. They gonna be in public school. They gonna start bringing the murder, drugs, and shit to that school. Sad to say. I'm trying to make sure I ain't forgetting nothing else. Yeah, I felt bad that Joel died because he was starting to get shit together. He was with Yvonne. He was making his own money. I mean, regardless of how you felt about how he was making the money, he was making his own money. Poor Delmar, I don't know what's he must have got deported because he wasn't in the final scene when they went to the public school. Because he gave the video to Sarah instead of taking it to the police. Like I said, Carmen and Chloe got out of Dodge because now Sarah got the video. And she told Eric tell Chloe and Carmen, I'm coming for their ass. I'm trying to make sure I ain't forget nothing else. The police nigga got what was coming to him. He tried to fuck with Isadora. Isadora killed his ass. What else happened? Nadia didn't even end up going back to her internship. She told Omar, go ahead to the police and tell them what they did to you. I'm not even going to go back for my internship, so it don't even matter. So that's when Omar went to the police and told them what they did, and that's what made them come and confront Emilia and Hector at the club. And when Hector told them that Emilia killed Joel, and Emilia told them that Hector killed Joel, and they got perp walked out of the place, out of Isadora House. Isadora changed the name of the club from Isadora House to Cruise 9. Oh, probably because Yvonne ended up bankrolling Isadora to where she wasn't really needing the police nigga no more. He wasn't fucking with that. That's what made him more angry. So I think that's why she changed it to Cruise 9, because I think that's Yvonne's last name, or that was his father's name. Because you remember his father, I think, died last season after he came out as homosexual. What else happened? Isadora nut-ass drugged Yvonne on the last night so she could pull off her plan with Luis, the police officer, which wasn't a good idea because she almost died had the police not showed up. I'm trying to make sure I didn't forget nothing. I hope I ain't forget nothing else. Did I forget anything else? Chloe's a wild bitch. I don't fuck with her. I feel like Eric is better off without her. I'm mad they never found out that Emilia drugged Eric, though. And that's what made him have that episode in the first place, to cause him and Chloe to break up. I can't remember if I forgot anything. That alumni shit was just wild as fuck. Like, it was just wild shit going on. I don't think I forgot nothing. And that's what you guys are here for. If I forgot something, please let me know in the comments, because this was a whole season that I was trying to wrap up. So I may have forgot something. I may have been off on something. Let me know in the comments. But all in all, I would grade this whole season a B-. It was a good season, besides the fact that they tried to blackball an innocent black man. I didn't like that. But other than that, it kept me on my toes, because I was like, ooh, I need to see who killed him. Kind of lackluster when we saw who the killer was. I was like, oh, okay, I kind of figured, but then I kind of didn't figure, because I thought, like I said, I thought it was Chloe's mother, Carmen. Everybody had a motive to kill Joel that night, so it was just like. But all in all, yeah, I would give it a B-. Yeah, like I said, if I forgot anything in particular about this season that I didn't bring up, please let me know in the comments. Let me know what you would grade the entire season, what you thought of the season in its entirety. Yeah, and like and subscribe. Help me to get to over 300 subscribers, which isn't even a lot. But it's a lot for me. It'll help my channel. So liking and subscribing is a simple and free way to support my channel. So please like and subscribe, comment below. Again, thanks for watching, and I will see y'all in the next review. Peace.